Are you enjoying this so far? I hope you are. Right. Now, I think the red... Yeah, look at that. If we look at the tank repairs, this thing is a goddamn mess. I get the feeling that the guy who's done it, he didn't really know what he was after. He thought, buying a tank sounds awesome. Didn't really know what he was letting himself in for. Look at this. There's probably a big pair of front wheels on there. The tracks are missing entirely. There's a hatch missing. Goodness knows what's inside and what. There might be no engine in there at all, quite frankly. But, oops. There we go. Right, what do we start with? So I'm not going to buy anything new yet. All I want to do for now is repair the stuff that there is. Assembly mode. We have to take it apart then. Tank analysis. Look at that. What a... This isn't hardly a tank. It's mostly... It's more not a tank than it is a tank. Look at this. Look at the state of these numbers. Do we take it apart first? I think we probably do. I'm not buying anything yet. What am I doing? Am I taking it apart? I'm disassembling it. Okay, that was an armour piece. I don't like how it's red. Can I change the view? Feels like the view's wrong here. I don't think he's actually painted it red. Hold on 1 second. Well, that's interesting. I've managed to change it. It makes a difference if you're looking at the tank or not, what happens when you see the radial menu, which was confusing me. But also, I've taken away the exterior, and now you can see every goddamn part of this is rusted. It's a junk heap. It's an absolute junk heap. I've gone from, like, buy a few parts, spray paint these bits, to a lump of rust. Right, okay. Right. Yeah. How do I... Can I see the outside again, please? Okay, the outside is back. Can I take this thing off? Because I'm pretty sure it needs to be placed on a stand. How do I put the turret on a stand? I can take these bits out. Oh my god, just take it all off. Look, just take it all out. Oh, it's going to take me a while. Aha! Ha 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 ha! Okay, we're getting there. Achievement unlocked. Lift it up with the tutorial. It's surprising. It's actually being... It's more difficult than I thought with some of these bits. I thought it would be more obvious, like how to do some of this stuff, but it really isn't. Also, I think that... Can I take this off? Doesn't want to let me. I'll take the barrel out first. It's a bit like the gun assembly game I used to play. You've probably not seen any of those. That was ages ago. But I used to... Can I take this off? Doesn't appear to want to. Ah! You have to do it in the right order, otherwise you can't do it. It can sort of spin around. Okay. I thought I knew a bit about tanks and about how they go together and the different parts and things. But apparently, I don't. There's more component parts than I realised in here. I don't know if you guys are going to enjoy this or not, but I'm having fun with it, I tell you. Because I want to learn this stuff as well. That's what I like, is to learn it all. Also, I'm sort of wondering if maybe I shouldn't be taking this all apart, and I should have to repair it on position. Should I be taking it apart? Am I doing the equivalent of like when you're a little kid and you take a watch apart or something, and you're like, and you don't actually know what you're doing? You're doing the worst possible thing because you're not going to be able to get it back together again afterwards. I don't know. But it'd be funny if it is. If that's the case. That's okay. That's okay. It's not my tank anyway. I can always just give it back to him as like component parts. Here you go, mate. Here's your tank back. Empty skip onto onto floor. Right, let's do some rust removal on this because that'll be that'll stop me worrying about things for a while. Maybe, I don't know. There we go. Oh, at least I don't have to move around the entire thing. It's not so bad. There we go. Is that all done? Can I get inside? Can I get inside? Inside the... No, I'm inside the actual tank part. Maybe I can't. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should be taking this apart or not. Or I should be... where I should be fixing it. If I should put the bits back in and then de-rust them, or what I should do. How do I get inside here? So I'm going to do a test run. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to repair. That seemed to do the inside as well. No, don't keep dropping it. I'm going to try to repair just the turret for now. And then... Did that go in? I've got to right click to assemble it. So it's still damaged. Okay. Okay. Right, okay. So maybe I shouldn't have taken it apart entirely, but I was worried about not reaching some of the parts if I did that, but we'll put it all back together again is what I shall do then. Yeah, I thought I'd sort of take it apart and maybe clean. I mean, if this was in real life, I'd be wanting to take it apart and put the bits back together, like on a stand. Can I move this? No? I'll have to stand on top of it then, won't I? It's not like I'm going to squash it. It's a flipping tank, for goodness sake. Assembly mode. How do I get all the bits back in again? Hold on. There we go. We'll put some bits in, and then if I'm worried about covering things up, then we'll go back to doing them. And it should be easy to spot the rusty bits as well, I guess, if I've got some clean bits in there, because they'll stand out like a sore thumb, really. Yeah. And it seems to sort of be happening automatically. Yeah, okay. I've just dropped that inside. I'm never going to get that back out again. Yeah, so I've you probably saw some of my older videos. I used to play a bit of Armoured Warfare. I never played much World of Tanks. But I used to play Armoured Warfare included sort of older tanks as well, and I always like those, especially as the older ones seem to have more character sometimes. They would they'd be more interesting. You know, it seems like people have made more. I'm putting the arm panels back on again. That's not what I expected from this view, but sure. You know, people haven't really decided the best way to make tanks now. I'm sure there are lots of differences in tanks right now, but, you know, critical differences that I wouldn't be aware of how I've lost my tool. Is it inside the tank? It could well be, you know. What do you reckon I've done with it? I think I can reset them, though. I've lost it. What have I done with it? What's that? Is that a rusty tin can? Why is that in the thing? What have I done with my repair, with my rust removal thing? I don't know. 1 second. Hold on. There we go. Right, where has it gone again? Rust removal. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure there are many interesting things that you know, I think are the same on most tanks. You know, the shape of the turrets and things about them that aren't. You know, there's unique things about the French tanks and these Israeli tanks and the American ones. But to me, a lot of them seem very similar because someone's found a good way of doing something. Of course, everyone else is going to copy them with subtle variations. But at this stage, when you had the early tanks, you know, no one really knew the best way of doing everything. And that means you get unique and interesting varieties of vehicle. Is that working? Doesn't seem to be working. Have I not de-rusted it properly? Is that getting better? Have I not observed if it's done properly? Why is that not working? It's because you're trying to paint it. That's why it's not working. You got the wrong tool. Yeah, I like the novelty of these, how these things are put together. Otherwise, it makes perfect sort of sense. You can imagine, you know, someone's done this with a tank at some point. I'm guessing that, you know, whatever version of the tank is, this is a Sherman. It's an M4A3EA Sherman, so it's like a sub. It's a version beyond the standard one. You probably had an M4 Sherman or M4A, and then you had variations on it. And someone at some point said, you know what? We don't have holes in our turrets. Let's put some extra armour plate on there, you know, or more things around here. They've built it logically. You know, more things have been added on based upon the requirements they've seen. And that gives you, again, also, people have adapted and moved on. It gives you interesting variations on the original tank. Where is... Now, I've got to look at the tank, haven't I? Look at the tank. Assembly mode. Right, what am I not putting? The seats. We've got a box of some sort. We've got a seat. We've got the... So the gunner's seat. Oh, I see. So in this one, in the last one we were in, all the seats were like in... What I imagine for a tank was like, all the seats are in here, and then you plonk the turret on top to some degree, and then the turret rotates around you. But what we really have here is the one big unit where everyone sits. All the seats and everything else are all in the turret, and that mounts within the inside. Interesting. Okay. Well, in that case, let us now grab the rust removal again. I should really pay attention to the thing on the side that says rust removal, whatever percentage, you know, what it's doing. But I'm not. I'm too busy gabbing mostly. Yeah, I would like to be able to climb in a bit more, but you know, what can you do? It's hard in a game like this to get me anything where people want it. There we go. Turret interior condition 35%. Okay. 38%. So what else is missing then? What have I want to de-rust this stand. It's annoying me about how rusty my own stand is. What else goes in here? What am I missing? We've got a little hatch, a pistol port. Ooh. Oh, I haven't got a part for it. Okay. Missing that one. There's the aerial. Cupola. And this one here. So there's literally a little hatch that allows you to stick your gun out and pop on anybody that tries to climb on your tank. Which is reasonable. Because one of the ways to deal with a tank would be to climb on top of it and chuck something explosive inside it. So I understand that. That speaks to me. It makes sense. Rusty aerial. Yeah, we're missing that part there. Okay, okay, yeah. Can I just drop this? There we go. I'm going to clatter about this on this all day. I think I would really enjoy this. If I was doing a job like this, I think I would enjoy scraping away at something like this. Look at that, it's lovely, look at that. It's getting there, 54%. Right, what are we missing here? Periscope. It's a little hard to see inside, so I think so for future references what I've learnt is that taking the whole thing apart is not a terrible idea, but what would work better, I wish I could clear that can up, would be hit myself in my own invisible toes. That is not quite how I'd swing a hammer, but there we go. De-rust what you can see and then slowly take it apart so you can see more things that need de-rusting. I think might be the way to go ahead with this for the next one. But there we go. Learning. We're learning on our first tank. It's a big one. We've really thrown ourselves in the deep end here, picking this particular one. But I think that there seems to be a lot of stuff still missing. But I guess the turret interior condition says 58%. But then, you know, it's not been painted yet. Oh, wish I could get inside. This one's an awkward one to get into because of the way it goes from here. I feel like I'm missing something in there, maybe. I don't know. Is that rusty? No. I know we're missing this hatch, but I haven't seen what else we're missing. So I'm sort of, if we buy this hatch here, what was it again? It was a pistol port. I don't want to buy all the parts, but okay, first of all, I want to repair parts, but I don't think I actually can make parts until it was something about blueprints. I don't have blueprints in the shops. Should we look for that now? Let's see if we can find that now. Hold on, tablet. Tarks and Pan Shop. I'm making up my own stuff now. What is this thing? Tarks and Pan Shop. Where is the... Where is it? What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. There's a good number of tanks here already, look. That's the one we're doing right now, isn't it? Wow. Those are the... So it's going to cost me 37,000 to buy the blueprints. Well, we can't afford it, but I guess what we're doing by that, and maybe they charge for raw materials as well, because you can't make a bit of tank part out of anything. I guess for a museum you could make tank parts out of, you know, non-weapon grade steel, and not worry about it because it's just for repairs. But depending on if they charge us for the raw materials or not, we're sort of removing all of our future costs by paying out $37,000 now. But there we go. What we need though, and we've got different grades, look. We don't care if they're rusty because we can repair them. Assistance hatch. That could save a few quid. Look at this. Just $3 for that box. And we just de-rust it. Where was the pistol one? They might not all be available, that's the thing. Not all the parts can be available. I'm sure there's lots of spare parts for these more common tanks. What was it called? Pistol port. Okay. Let's see if this works. Turn the tablet down. Oh, you're storing that somewhere safe, not trying to stick it in your back pocket or anything like that. That's how iPhones get damaged all the time. Oh. Keep pushing the wrong button. There you go. Done. What we need to do then, I mean, it's just free money, isn't it? Really, just needs a bit of renovation. Ah, see, here we go. Not buy a fully made part, just to save me this little tiny job here. There. So is this now done? I'm not really sure. There should be a gun in there, shouldn't there? Shouldn't they? Don't they have guns in that go in there? No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Assembly mode. What's... Oh! We have got the muzzle brake. Ah, we need a muzzle brake as well. Okay, maybe I should just go ahead and buy the parts. Let's... I mean, look how much stuff is missing. Tablet. No, what we need to do, we need to do... Tank analysis. I don't want to spend that. Okay, so I'm betting that if I say buy the parts, then it's going to buy the whole lot in one go, and there'll all be new ones. Right? And I'm cheap. You know I'm cheap, don't you? You know that. If you've watched me for any amount of time, I like to save money, hoard the money. So I need... What I want to do then I'm going to slow myself down by buying the parts. I won't do it all like that because it will drive you crazy. But I could drive my, you know, I could do that for ages, doing the saving the parts by spending $10 on something and save a lot of cash. Because I love saving cash, me. There we go. How am I balancing here? Am I sort of sat on the end of the barrel? I don't know. Oh dear, no, I won't do that. For the sake, if it was just me playing, then I would do all the parts piece by piece. Or I would somehow list them. I would list them and then I would, you know, order them one at a time in some way on the tablet collectively. Save on the delivery costs, you know. But for the sake of your sanity, I will not be doing that. Because that would drive you crazy. So what else am I missing here then? What am I missing? What are we missing? What are we missing? Just off the turret. Just off the turret for now. I'm not really seeing anything that's missing. It's not saying like... I mean, I'm sure you can put a gun in there and stuff like that, but I haven't seen anything like that. So why don't we... Turret exterior 65%. That could just be the paint, couldn't it? Let's try spray painting it. And then... we can see if anything's... then we can work on the main body. Primer mode. This doesn't matter what colour this is. There we go. I'd like to have a paint room for doing this, really. I don't really want to do this in here. It's not good stuff. You know, you want like respirator things, and you want probably ear protectors as well. They might be driving you around the bend. This noise. But you know what? We want protection. I don't really. This is a big open air. It's ventilated in here, but I won't be happy spraying this stuff around without a bit of protection of some sort for me and the and my lovely workshop. Oh, if I did have a workshop, you tell you, I'd be so careful with it. I'd be very house proud if I had my own workshop. Another seat down there. What is that down there? There we go. And I'm pretty sure also that you can't primer things the same way you can't sandblast something if it's not derusted yet. You can't paint something unless it's been properly rust treated first. You know, you've got enough brains for that. I presume this knows the right colour to do. Oh, I was going to say, is it grey? It's green. Nice American style green. It's an American tank. That's my American accent, by the way. Apologies for the Americans. Or anybody listening, really, because I think everyone will be offended by how bad that accent is. Oh, I see. Oh, no, we've got the right colour for the inside as well. Good. There we go. We've managed to paint that seat black. Well, I presume it's a cushion. It's like a padded, like one of those rubberised, like plasticky seats in there. You know, one of them get really, your bum gets really hot if you sit in it for too long. Your bum gets really sweaty. One of those. You know what I mean? Don't look at me like you don't. That's really annoying. I can't reach that. I can't reach that thing to spray it there. That little box container there, whatever that is. Binoculars, maybe? Looks like something you'd put binoculars in. That thing there. Am I any closer now? Like I'm not quite contacting it. Ah! God, that must be hitting it. No? Why is that not spraying it? Ah! Driving me crazy. Well, that solves that. That was the problem. I I hadn't quite primed it properly. But there we go. Let's put these back together anyway. Yes, there we go. Yeah, this is basically fulfilling my urge to make you know, Airfix models. You know, little plastic toy models. That's what it's doing for me, isn't it? Really. But there we go. Childhood satisfied. Also, I spotted these over here. I presume these are like, unless it's where your coffee goes, that's where the shells go. In there like that. But there we go. How is this turret interior 88%? It's not quite done, is it? Something's missing, but I don't know what it is. I'm not going to worry about it yet. Maybe something goes on the back here. Looks like something should go on the back. Like some panniers or something on there? Turret exterior condition, 98%. Looks like something should go here. But I don't know what it is. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rust removing this lot. And then as I rust remove stuff, I will then take bits off so that I'm not missing anything that's not been rust removed. If you see what I mean, okay? Still enjoying it though? Is it? I'm expecting it to be the sort of game, if you do enjoy it, it's going to be the sort of video you can have on the background. You know, just me jabbering away nonsense, and it's a relaxing. Maybe I should put some music in. I feel like relaxing music maybe shouldn't be in here. Should it be rock music? Like to go with tanks, heavy metal, and repairing things. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's probably not much in the way of rock music that I can use that would be any good to go in the background. If you've ever had to do music for videos, you'll find lots of the free music. I don't want to be mean, but a lot of free music is. There's a reason why it's free. It can be quite bad. But there we go. I'm not sure. A relaxing video is what I'm hoping this will be. It will be something where you can just sit back and have a coffee and let your mind drift. You know, nothing too demanding. Much like me playing it, really. That's why I'm playing it, because it's a relaxing thing to do. Well, looking in here, and this looks like more shell storage, doesn't it, really? There's more seats in here. There weren't that many people in a tank like this, were they? It was like a 6-person tank. Maybe people move between seats as appropriate. But I thought we had all the seats over here. I'd expect the driver to be in here. Driver, radio operator, gunner, commander. Sometimes gunners and commanders would share things. You've got a loader. I don't know. I would say that I think most of the gearbox is missing from this tank, which is not good. But there we go. How the engine's doing? I don't know. Yeah, a good chunk of engine's probably missing, but how much exactly? I don't know. Let's. I've just dropped that inside. No, not assembly mode. What I want to do is open that up. There we go. Although really, probably this is the case where I said about taking it apart. I've got an engine here, cooling fans, fuel tanks, I presume, here? Are they? Yeah, they're the fuel tanks, vertical fuel tanks. Rear brake lights. How much progress are we really making here? Rust removal quite a bit. There's still a lot of rusty stuff apparently, 61% rusty. I think a lot of that is probably inside. Let's take some of this apart, shall we? Let's see what we can find, what sins we can find under here. Oops. Oh wow. Taking bolts out? I'm really kind of surprised by that. I didn't think we'd be doing as much as taking bolts out. Oh, it's not so bad under there, actually. So green means we can take it apart now. And don't lose those bolts, me. Keep them in like a little plastic box or something like that. Keep all the bits together. I take photos. I take photos of everything. When I'm doing anything even remotely complicated, I take photos of everything before as I take things apart. It just makes it easier and less likely to make a mistake. Who cares if you've got loads of photos? You can just delete them afterwards. Doesn't matter. So where are all these rusty bits then? Because I'm not really seeing them. I think quite rusty there. Ah, you know what? I think we can take the engine out. Much like... Yeah, so this is an engine thing, isn't it? So... I've got more jobs coming in. My goodness, I'm doing well for work right now. I've got time to do it all. There's the engine. Okay, now what did I do with my rust removal thing? Yeah, that makes more sense. Just take the whole engine out. Back over here. I found this before. If I reset the turret, then the tools that were resting on it will get reset as well. There we go. Now this shouldn't really need any painting. Maybe a little bit of paint here and there on the engine. But we don't put too much paint on an engine. Just pieces here and there. Yeah, engine condition 32%. That might be a good one to repair, actually. That might be a good one to do now. Because again, it's like the turret. It's an isolated part that requires whatever. We'll make it all nice and shiny. But again, you've got to be careful with this sort of stuff. I mean, you can't just sandblast whatever you want to. Sand gets everywhere. It's absolutely goddamn everywhere. It's guaranteed to clog your engine up unless you're very careful about all the bits you know what you're doing. And believe me, I know that I don't know what I'm doing. Man's got to know his limitations and all that. Is that a ding on there? I can't repair it anyway if it is. It's just how it is. I can't repair parts like that. Okay, so... Oh. Well, apparently I'm outside. I think I accidentally clicked on this door and I'm now... in whatever the hell this is. Look at the state of this place. What is this? Oh my god, look at this. Why are these concrete... These are like potentially sewer pipes, but they're more like wastewater pipes. The sort of thing they put in the side of motorways and things to clear up, you know, take the huge amounts of water coming down away. What is this out here? Solar panel thingy. What is that doing? What's that about then? Dad, this is a goddamn mess. I didn't realise it was so bad out here. What have you done here? I mean, look at this stuff. What is this? Trash. Did we sell it? $7. Are we selling the trash off? That's real desperation stakes if we're selling off bits of trash for like $7 and $13 here and there. I'm not really that desperate, am I? I was more hoping that, you know, I'd find some useful parts out of it. Bits and pieces and things, but... Oh, look at this! Oh, God. I'm surprised that even opens. Look at the state of this poor thing. There's some old Jeeps and things, like a bunch of US Army vehicles. Those are normal cars. That's something out of Fallout. Is this beyond repair then, this one? This is about a tank graveyard. Don't know. I didn't want to be out here anyway. Let's get back inside. This place is depressing me. Well, let's never do that again until until we know how to clear it up out there. What I was trying to do, I can do a bit of cleaning on that, can't I? Is what I can do. There we go. Right. Yeah, I took the engine out. I was thinking about maybe buying the parts for the engine, but we'll do it in isolation. We'll do this first. Clean these up. These mystery parts over here. I'd like to just keep on going until I know that all the, you know, like when, I guess you can't do it in Viscera really, where Viscera Cleanup, where you work on something until you know an area is completely clean, because you can't. But you try to do all the bits of rubbish that you can see. You try to break the job up into pieces. And right now I feel like I'm not breaking the job up. But we're going to do a bit of sandblasting first, because it might make it easy to spot the bits that are not repaired yet and need to be de-rusted or removed, and I might catch a glimpse of a bit of rust behind something, so we know that, you know, that's where we need to go. That's where we need to take the parts out to find the things here, because there doesn't seem to be a lot back here we can do. It's like an armoured shell here. I guess there could be some rust behind it, but I suspect more likely there'll be some rust in here somewhere behind one of these things. Like, there's something there that I can see. That box there feels like it's something I should be doing. I might even go as far as painting some of these, just because then you've got the red primer, the red rusty primer to rusty looking primer, you know what I mean, the iron oxide or whatever it is, to distinguish between. You can easily see which bits have not been dealt with yet. Oh, that's too obnoxious, that sound, by the way. Doesn't sound too bad, but I imagine after a while it could get a bit wearing. There we go. Yeah, there's a whole chunk of... Maybe it isn't gearbox. Yeah, there's a whole chunk of gearbox inside here. And the... what's the part that goes on the front? I want to say mantle. It's not mantle. There's a name for that front piece. I can't think what it is. Again, back to things like Armoured Warfare and games like that. It's the part that you keep protected. It's a weak. It tends to be a weaker part of your tank. You go. That's what you do when you go hull down in a tank game. I need Lubber. I know Lubber would know what I'm talking about here. He's an expert on tanks and tank games. It's the part that you go hull down with a tank to protect yourself there, and it protects the crew compartment because your turret's often pretty armoured, and you're giving less advantageous angles for someone to attack. See, that looks pretty rusty behind. There's something behind there that's quite rusty. There, like a maybe exhaust pipe or something, or an air pipe. That's the air feed through there, isn't it? The air filters. Not the filters, the fans. The filters will be in there somewhere.